folks, and welcome to review number 21. Today we're going to start off a series of reviews looking at the Transformers Prime Cyberverse Legion class toys, beginning with Bumblebee. Bumblebee comes packaged on the smaller Legion-sized card. The card back features artwork of the Transformers Prime Autobots down the left-hand side. The back of the card features photography of the toy in robot and vehicle mode, along with the short bio paragraph. There's also a large Autobot Alliance logo on the right-hand side, along with artwork from Transformers Prime across the bottom. Bumblebee's tech specs are located along the right-hand side. So here's a closer look at Bumblebee in his robot mode. And for a figure of this size, he actually looks fairly accurate to the show model. They've also done some nice things with paint applications here. They've got a good black and silver paint apps here. They've done some good job with some molded details on his arms and on his legs. Probably the biggest downside to this figure, though, is there's really only 4 joints. You've got 2 ball-jointed shoulders and 2 ball-jointed hips. There's no knees, no elbows, no head swivel. That's pretty much it. So it's fairly in line with some of the Legends figures we've seen and some of the Dark of the Moon Legion class Cyberverse figures. But as we will see down the line, maybe this may not be the best. But as far as what we've seen in the past, it lines up pretty well. As I said, there's some nice molded detail on this figure, and the head sculpt doesn't suffer. They did a good job with the mold on Bumblebee's face, as well as the paint apps, with a nice silver color on his face and the blue color for his eyes. So I think they really did a good job with the head here. Bumblebee comes with his double-barreled cannon that we're used to seeing. He only has one of them, though, instead of having one for both arms. But one of the things that's a little different about these Legion class figures is that the weapons are not really made out of a hard plastic. It's more of a rubberized plastic, so it's got a bit of a gummy feel to it. It's not so soft that you feel like it's going to just bend and distort any, but it's got a soft feel when you take it in and out of his hand peg. Bumblebee's transformation is pretty typical for a Legends or Legions class figure. It's very simple and only takes a few steps. The only real surprise I found with this figure was the way the front wheels swivel to allow the arms to transform. It's just a nice little extra touch to give the transformation a little something more than what we normally see. So here's Bumblebee in his vehicle mode, and not surprising, he's his typical yellow sports car. They did kind of I think they did kind of a half job on his paint, where the paint apps on the front of the robot really came through. It's really only on the front half of the car. You have the black stripes on the front of the car with the headlights, the Autobot logo, the engine block is painted. But then the back half of the car is almost all plain yellow. They did no paint apps for the back windshield, no tail lights. I think if they'd done just a little bit of touch of paint here in the back, it would have helped quite a bit. But otherwise, it's not too bad of a Bumblebee car. As with the Cyberverse commanders, the Legion class have several ports on their vehicle modes for mounting their weapons as well. So you can take Bumblebee's double-barreled cannon and put it on top. And if you've got some other weapons from another toy, put them in the other pegs here, and you end up with a pretty well-armed Bumblebee. And also, as with the commander size, the weapons here for the Legion also have places where you can mount weapons onto weapons, so you can just start building some, massively ridiculous weapons to mount on the figure. When compared to some of the older Legends class toys, this Bumblebee is fairly run-of-the-mill. Unfortunately, when you compare him to some of the newer Cyberverse toys, his lack of articulation becomes sorely apparent. The only way I can really recommend this Bumblebee toy is as a display piece to help fill out your Transformers Prime roster.